Ben, who's your first nominee?
So I think this chap should be a standing fixture for every plank of the week. Sadiq Khan.
He pretty much is, to be fair. I mean, there's very few weeks that he's not on it for something.
How can you move forward in life without, chastising him under your breath or having some expletive in your head about Sadiq Khan?
Right.
But the reason I've got him here is ULEZ again.
Yes.
Because the Advertising Standard Agency found that he'd been making up porkies to get his ULEZ extension across the line. But we know this anyway because he was leaning on those great researchers at Imperial College London who inform us about everything.
Well, this is it. I mean, I think the statement from the Advertising Standards people was that the figures were not actually real; they were imagined.
Yeah.
And why
a lot of modelling is
with,
hypothetical.
Yeah. And why bother with facts if you can just make it up, right?
Exactly.
And Sadiq Khan is a great one for experts and massive reports and so on. And so for him to be hauled up for this is both remarkable and very good.
Yes.
But the other thing that really strikes me about Sadiq Khan is there is a live TfL map of London which tells you about the air quality. It's in real-time air quality of London. And this has been going for the last few years. Blue denoting a completely clean area, green pretty damn clean, and orange and red being concentrated carbon emissions.
Yeah.
And all of London, pretty much, with the exception of the congestion charge zone, is blue.
Yeah.
So by his own advertising, he's been telling London that there's no need for the ULEZ zone.
Yeah.
And you've also given away the ridiculousness of the congestion zone charge, because the congestion zone charge, I'm assuming, is supposed to stop London from being congested, so that you're supposed to be put off to go there by paying 15 quid. But clearly people are not being put off to go there. They're paying the money and then they're polluting London.
And then they're shut down once they're in the congestion charge zone, because you can't drive anywhere freely anymore because of all the bicycle lanes and everything else. So you just sit there with your engine idling with a whole load of other cars, making sure that it remains orange, giving him the excuse that he can go on charging congestion charge.
It is unbelievable. Susan Hall, who's his kind of opposite number in City Hall, is the Conservative leader, quite frankly has got so much against him and so many different sort of arguments with him. But every time they speak to each other, they just can't actually converse properly. Have a look at this.
Mr. Mayor,
if you think this is so wonderful, why are you not going to publish your air quality data until after the election in May?
Chair, in a respectful way, every time I answer a question, I'm interrupted during the course of the answer.
That's because you verge onto different subjects. That's why. You're just wasting time. You know full well we're under the clock.
Case in point.
So the Mayor must be able to answer the question.
Can you ask, Chair, then, if he can be more concise with his answers, if he is capable of being more concise?
And I would also reflect that as well. Concise answers are appreciated.
Chair, what's the question?
They're not air fond, are they? I mean, I reckon, what's her name, Susan?
Susan Hall, yeah.
She could teach Keir Starmer a thing or two, I'd have thought.
She could. I mean, she's running against him now as a Conservative candidate for Mayor of London. And the thing is, he's also, in addition to having this laughably called Mayor's Question Time, where nobody actually gets to answer, gets an answer to any question that they ask, he's moved the City Hall basically out to East London because he didn't like the City Hall building, which was built specifically for the London Assembly. Sits just around the corner from here, over by Tower Bridge, and it's this big round sort of building built by old Norman Foster, I think. Was
£165 million.
165 million, specifically built for the London Assembly, and now lies empty because he decided he'd rather set it up in somewhere near Stratford.
Is that something to do with congestion charging?
I don't know what it is. Nobody can answer the question. It started to look like an eyesore after a while because they didn't have enough money to clean the windows, and it's literally made of glass. And so it just looked like this horrible, dirty kind of Christmas ornament lying out in the snow.
If it's made of glass, it'll have a runaway greenhouse effect.
Well, there would be that as well.
The odd occasion the sun shines in London.
Yes. I mean, it shines a lot in London. I mean, coming from where you come from, it's a pretty raw statement.
From.